This is Nick.
This is Jack.
And this is Robinhood Snacks. It's Tuesday, September 29th.
Nick and I used to live in the same freshman year dorm room. Now we live on the same podcast.
And we're the hosts of Robinhood Snacks, digestible financial news.
For our first story, Uber is deemed fit and proper for the City of London.
And our second story, Roku, it's the little adorable tech hobbit.
Let's do it.
For our first story, Jack, so Uber stock jumped 3% yesterday because the City of London was like, hey, we're giving you your driver's license back.
Well, Uber got grounded twice by London, 2017 and 2019, because of risk to public safety. For example,
so you get in the Uber, you think it's Timmy who's the driver. Turns out it's Tammy because Tammy used Timmy's license because Tammy's got rejected by Uber when she registered.
Tammy pulled a fast one on us, and apparently unauthorized, erroneous, and potentially uninsured drives like that happened 14,000 times in London.
So Jack, here's the thing with Uber. They've got a whole bunch of lawyers. They love throwing them on stuff.
It does. So it appealed both of those rulings in the past. It never actually got banned, despite those scary headlines.
But finally, Uber has now moved into the good graces of the Queen, who has granted them an 18-month license to keep operating in London. So Jack, what's the takeaway for our buddies over at Uber?
Uber's blessing in London is symbolic of its transformation.
Pre-IPO Uber was aggressive, headed by Travis Kalanick, obsessed with global domination of ride-sharing.
It was a borderline swashbuckling company, but then they straightened up, they hired a suave new CEO, and they acquired Postmates.
So post-IPO Uber looks a lot different. It's benefiting from the investments it's made in self-betterment.
And this legal win in London proves it.
For our second story, Jack, in the world of big tech giants, Roku snuck in like a little hobbit with streaming dongle.
One dongle to rule them all. It turned 43 million dumb TVs into smart TVs, that dongle did.
So yesterday, Roku took it a step further, unveiled a new product, Speaker Bar.
Making your TV smart wasn't enough. They want to transform your living room into like a movie theater.
So Apple and Amazon dominate big tech, but Roku is the insanely smaller Frodo.
Nick, Roku's streaming bar is $129. Apple TV,
which doesn't have a speaker,
is $180.
Now Roku's market value is just 1/100th of Apple's.
But Roku is growing fast. Its stock has almost doubled in the past year.
So Jack, what's the takeaway for our buddies streaming over at Roku?
Nick, movie theaters are gonna be dead this winter, so Roku is stepping in.
Jack, little thought exercise here. Picture yourself snackers in 3 months.
Okay, COVID's having a second wave, movie theaters are closed, and your hair looks really long and you need a haircut.
Oh, and by the way, Disney just decided that all those big movies they were gonna come out with this year, they're delaying until later next year.
Roku knows this winter and next year, you want blockbuster experiences, so it's turning your living room into a movie theater. Those were the big stories for yesterday. Thanks for checking out Robinhood Snacks.
Only issue here, Jack, you didn't tell me we had the matching flannels. We could have done that thing.
Our shirts clash, the stories didn't. Follow us at Robinhood Snacks on Instagram so you can check us out every day.
Or subscribe on YouTube at youtube.com/RobinhoodApp.
All right, my flannel's getting out of here.
Flannel's out of here. This is Nick, and I own shares of Apple. Jack owns shares of Amazon.